And the Justice Department is now working on suggested redactions after a federal judge indicated he plans to unseal at least part of the affidavit used to justify the search of President Trump's Florida home. The government now has until next Thursday to ask for those redactions. Our ABC News senior national correspondent Terry Moran is in Washington with the latest.
The federal judge who authorized that FBI search of former President Donald Trump's home said he's inclined to let the public see at least part of the affidavit filed by investigators to justify the search, telling lawyers, "I am not prepared to find that the affidavit should be fully sealed." The judge gave the Justice Department 1 week to propose which parts of the affidavit it would be willing to release. That affidavit outlines the evidence collected by investigators, such as cooperating witnesses, along with the agency's next investigative steps.
It includes a roadmap for the investigation as it stands right now.
But while Trump has demanded the full affidavit be released, his lawyers haven't taken any action to do so. Instead, it's news organizations, including ABC News, that are arguing in court that the public has a powerful right to know more. Their lawyer declaring,
"We are entitled to monitor the affairs of our government at all levels."
The investigation into Trump's alleged mishandling of classified information and White House documents is in its early stages, according to DOJ lawyers. They argued the affidavit should remain sealed to protect the integrity of the investigation, along with witnesses' safety, warning this is a volatile situation across the political spectrum, but certainly on one side in particular. Trump and his allies have repeatedly attacked the FBI, the DOJ, and especially Attorney General Merrick Garland.
And Terry joins me live now from Washington, D.C. with more on this. Terry, this move by the judge, it came in response to requests from several media organizations, including ABC News, asking for at least part of the affidavit to be unsealed. Former President Trump, meanwhile, has said that he wants the full affidavit released, unredacted. So why aren't his lawyers in court asking for that?
Well, Diane, there's the court of public opinion and there's the court of law. In the court of public opinion, Trump has gone on full offense, right? He is very typical of him. He's doing everything to destroy his accusers, to rile up his supporters, to find some way to take control of this situation, which is a precarious one for him. In the court of law, his lawyers are saying, well, look, we don't know what's in this search warrant. Do you really want to make it public? The better part of valor inside the courtroom, I think they believe, is to let this play out between the media and the Department of Justice while Trump is out there doing his thing.
Now, Jay Bratt, the head of the Justice Department's Counterintelligence and Export Control Section, acknowledged the public's interest in releasing the unredacted affidavit, but he argued that keeping it sealed is also, or rather in any part of the affidavit, really, but he argued that it's in the public interest to keep it sealed because the affidavit suggests investigative steps that the government still has not taken. So what does the judge have to consider when deciding on the DOJ's suggested redactions?
That's a great question, Diane, because the Justice Department's coming in and they're saying they got a lot of concerns, right? They say the integrity of our investigation, we're at the early stages of it. We don't want to show all our cards because we might not be able to make a case against a potential criminal here, whomever it is. Remember, Donald Trump owns that house, but there are a lot of people in it, perhaps with access to some of these documents that the department is worried about. And then there's classified material that might be in there. There are all kinds of reasons, witness safety that the Justice Department has raised. So the judge then is balancing that with this case that the whole country is watching, and the judge is very cognizant of the profound public interest, the justifiable public interest. This has never happened before, right? A former president has his house searched by the FBI in the administration of the man who beat him, who he may run against again. So there are high political stakes, high legal stakes, and the judge is going to balance that. He indicated he's going to try to find some common ground. He's going to find something that the public can get from this affidavit describing the search that will reassure them that justice is proceeding as normal, while at the same time protecting the Justice Department's legitimate interests.
And Terry, you mentioned the political stakes. What are the political implications of all this? Does this hurt or help Trump's influence within the Republican Party?
You know, Diane, I think Trump's opponents, liberals, Democrats, conservatives who don't like him, have been hoping and wishing these forlorn hopes for years that somewhere, somehow, some prosecutor will ride up over the ridge and rescue them from Trump. They've hoped it in investigation after investigation after investigation. Even before he became president, people were hoping something would stop. Well, it never has. Those investigations have never panned out before in any way that would have stopped Trump. They're really going to have to beat him fair and square in the political arena because he still has a hold on the Republican Party.
All right, Terry Moran, we appreciate it, Terry. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.